Hello, it's Ms. Edwards, and welcome to Lesson 1.2a, Evaluating Expressions. By the end of this mini lesson, you'll be able to evaluate algebraic expressions by substituting values for variables and simplifying. So let's take a look at the vocabulary for this mini lesson. We are going to evaluate, which just means to find the value of an expression. So when we have an algebraic expression with a variable, they're just going to give us the value of that variable. They're going to tell us what that letter means, basically. And then we're going to substitute, which is our next vocabulary word, which means to replace a variable with the given value. And that's going to allow us to find what the expression means. All right, so let's look at the steps now. So how to evaluate an expression. First, we're going to substitute by replacing the variable with its value. So they're going to give us an expression, and then they're going to tell us what that letter means. We're going to replace the variable with that number. We're going to use parentheses. We're going to put that substituted number in parentheses. So instead of it saying, like, for example, in this one, instead of 32, right, the 3 and the 2 next to each other is not 32. It's 3 times 2. So we have to use parentheses. And then we simplify. We use order of operations, and we're going to find our final answer. So let's now look at these examples that we're going to do together. I'm going to do 1 through 4, and then you're going to pause the video and try the next 4 on your own. All right, number 1, 3x plus 7 when x equals 4. So I'm going to substitute first. It says x is 4, so I'm going to place 4 in place of x, and I'm going to use parentheses to do that. So 3 parentheses 4 plus 7. This means 3 times 4 plus 7. And now we're just finding what that is by using order of operations. So 3 times 4 is 12. And then 12 plus 7 is 19. And that's our answer. All right, number 2. 5a minus 2 when a equals 3. It says that a is equal to 3, so I'm going to substitute 3 in place of a. So 5 parentheses 3, right? I'm replacing a with 3 minus 2. Now I use order of operations, which means I multiply first. 5 times 3 is 15. And I bring down the minus 2. 15 minus 2 is 13. Now for number 3, they're giving us 2 variables. So we have to substitute twice. So 2a minus b becomes 2. I'm going to replace a with 6. So 2 parentheses 6 minus, and now b is 4. So I'm going to replace b with 4. Right? And now I've substituted for both a and b. Now I can evaluate or simplify. So 2 times 6 is 12. And 12 minus 4 is 8. So my answer is 8. And now for number 4, when y equals 10, so I'm going to replace y with 10 here. So 10, I don't need parentheses because it's just 10 divided by 2 minus 2. Use order of operations still, so 10 divided by 2 is 5. And 5 minus 2 is 3. All right, so I want you to pause the video and try 1 through 4 by yourself. Go ahead and pause now. All right, let's check your answers and see what you got for 1 through 4. So we're going to substitute 6 in for x. 2 times 6 is 12. 12 plus 5 is 17. So hopefully you got 17 for number 1. For number 2, we're going to substitute 5. I'm going faster because you're just checking your answers right now. 4 times 5 is 20. 20 minus 3 is also 17. Now for number 3, you had 2. You had to replace 2 letters with their numbers. So 3 times 2 plus 4. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 plus 4 is 10. And now we're replacing m with 8. So 8 over 2 plus 3 is 4 plus 3, which is 7. All right. I know I went faster this time, but if you need to, watch the video again, do that. If you have some sort of question, please find me and I will help you. If you think you're good to go ahead and try the Delta Math right now, and I will see you in the next mini lesson. Bye.